All right, folks, welcome back to the channel and to another video from the Hickory Hacker Workshop. Though today I'm not going to be showing you any projects. Rather, I'm going to acknowledge a significant milestone in the lifespan of this YouTube channel, which is hitting 1,000 subscribers. It actually happened on December 25th, 2022. I was scrolling through my phone at my wife's parents' house for Christmas and looked on the YouTube app and saw that I was at 999 subscribers and mentioned to Christy, my wife, hey, I think I'm going to hit 1,000 subscribers soon. And my wife's sister mentioned to me then that she had just joined the channel or just subscribed and asked if it had showed up. And I looked and I updated it, and she was the 1,000 subscriber. So pretty cool story there. Obviously very excited to hit 1,000. I never thought that I was going to get to that point, honestly, when I started the channel back in, I think it was the fall or winter of 2020. I really didn't know how many people were going to be interested in what I'm doing, but I've been pleasantly surprised ever since, and I want to, sincerely thank everybody who's ever liked or commented or shared, and especially subscribed to the channel. It's awesome to get that kind of feedback on a weekly basis that something that you're passionate about is also interesting to someone else. And I'm looking forward to doing many more videos about Hickory golf and golf history in general going forward. So let's talk about the future. What does 1,000 subscribers mean? Well, in the YouTube world, 1,000 subscribers means that I'm eligible for the YouTube Partner Program, which means that I'll start to get kickbacks from the ads that they serve you on my videos. Basically, once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you apply, and if you're accepted into the program, you start making money right away off of the videos that you've already got out there and that already have ads on them. Or I should say the videos that you've monetized. I've gone ahead and applied, and I've been accepted to the program. So I'm officially making money off of the YouTube ads. I think over the last month, I've made $14 estimated. So that's not too bad. It's 9 holes somewhere. But anyway, a lot of times what'll happen then at this point in a channel's history is that they'll start putting, the creator will start putting more ads into their videos. I'm sure you've watched plenty of videos where the action's getting really good, and then they kind of cliffhang it for a second to show you an ad to keep you interested in the rest of the video. I've considered how I might be able to do that with the videos that I make, but the conclusion that I've come to is that I'm not going to put any extra ads into my videos. The only ads from YouTube that you'll see on my videos going forward are the ones that are in the very front of each video, which I can't turn off even if I wanted to. So I'll make a little bit of money off of those, but the way that I'm really hoping to make money going in the future, and I'll talk a little bit about making money. I'm not trying to make a living doing this by any means, but after 2.5 years of building this channel, I've put a fair amount of time and money into all of this, and I think I need to start figuring out ways to recoup some of it back. So that is bringing me to my next point, which is if I'm not going to put extra ads on the channel to make ad revenue, how am I going to make money off the channel? Well, one of those ways is a Patreon membership and a YouTube channel membership. They're basically kind of the same thing through different outlets. I'm sure you've heard of Patreon before, but in case you haven't heard of Patreon, it's basically a way for you as a viewer to support what I do as a content creator on a monthly basis. You basically give a credit card number, and they'll take the amount, whatever tier you decide to become a member at, they'll take that amount out of your credit card each month until you decide you don't want to do it anymore, and then you just cancel it. The benefit for me is that if I look and see on Patreon or my YouTube channel membership how many people are members and how much money is coming in from that each month, I can kind of plan ahead, and I can maybe make some bigger plans about shoots that I want to do or places that I want to go to do a course vlog that would cost me a little bit of extra money, but I can do it because I know I'm going to have this extra bit coming in from the membership. So it's basically a way just to offset the expense that I incur putting the content together and putting the channel together. And I was excited to see that there are 2 options for you to become a member. When I first got interested in what I could do to make money off the channel, Patreon was the first thing that I thought about. And I went ahead and set up a Patreon account, and you'll find the link for that in the description. So if Patreon is the way that you want to go ahead and try to support me, just click on that link in the description. It'll take you over to the Patreon site, and you can go ahead and sign up there for one of the 2 tiers. So if you want to do Patreon and you're familiar with Patreon, I've got that set up. I've also got YouTube channel membership set up, and this was kind of foreign to me. So I've been working through this as, you know, I've been making this video just to kind of make sure I've got all the bases covered with it. Pretty sure that I've got it figured out, but information about becoming a member that way will also be in the description for this video. And the 2 price points for each tier, I'm only going to have 2 tiers of membership, and they're both the same on Patreon and YouTube, so there's no difference there. But I will say that if you join on the YouTube side, you'll have access to more content quicker than you will through the Patreon side. Since Patreon's a third party, I'm going to have to upload everything that you're going to get automatically through YouTube to the Patreon side. So I wanted to do both because I know some people are already in Patreon and they're already supporting other channels through Patreon. But if I'm not subscribing to either one of those, I'm putting myself in your position at this point. If I'm you and I haven't used either service to support any channel or anyone, I'd probably prefer to go the YouTube side just because I think it's going to be more seamless for you. I think I actually make less money on the YouTube side from a revenue share point. But that's okay because I just want to figure out a way that's going to be easy for me to create as much content as possible and for you to be able to get that content. And I just know that you're going to have to go to Patreon to access the exclusive content you would get as a member. And on the YouTube side, if you aren't a member, you'll still be able to see every piece of content that I make on the member side. It'll just give you a prompt that you need to become a member. And if you are a member, then you'll be able to see it. So I just like how, you know, seamless everything is on the YouTube side. That's what I would recommend. So yeah, like I said, I'll do a separate video that kind of or go over the different price points and what the benefits of each price point is. You know, it's pretty, you'll find that information in the description below too. But that's one way you can support the channel, and probably the biggest way you can support me going forward. The other way you can support me is by going to the hickoryhacker.com web store, where you'll find the clubs that I've been refurbishing, individual clubs, and also some play sets that I've been putting together. I've been talking about this website for a long time, and I apologize that it's taken me so long to get to the point I'm at right now, where I'm going to say we're officially open and you should go and see what we've got in the store. It's not much yet, but I'm growing that as we go, and I've realized that if I wait until I have a bunch of stuff to put in there, I'm probably never going to open the store, because what's happened is I'll take really good pictures of a club that I plan on putting in the web store, and then someone will buy it off of me before I can even get it online. So I'm going to just have to, you know, put more stuff in it as we go. But there are probably a handful of brassies and some, you know, I'm planning on putting some interesting putters up there as well in the next couple days. So keep tabs on that, bookmark it, check it often, and see if there's anything that you're interested in there. That's another way to support what I'm doing here through the Hickory Hacker YouTube channel. Just real quick then, I want to talk about 2023, and this kind of is a segue from what I just talked about with the membership. But with the membership, you're going to get access to a lot of additional course vlogs, DIY tutorials, behind the scenes footage, a lot of that stuff that you won't get on the free side. And one of the big things you're going to see more of, you know, this year is collaboration. And one of those first collaborations is going to be in the first week of May, where I go to the Scottish Highlands for a week with Andy Grow. Andy is the guy that I played golf with at Wekwatantsing Golf Club, the course vlog I posted last week. He's a good friend of mine now. We met last year, first of all, at Metamora Fields in Illinois, where we played gutty golf together, and he was on that course vlog as well. And yeah, Andy and I have hit it off, and we've become good friends at this point, and good enough friends that we're willing to go to Scotland with each other for a week. And we're going to try to golf as much as we can. I'm going to do a separate video in the near future talking about that trip and showing you where we're going to be. But that trip is going to yield a ton of great content as far as course vlogs are concerned, and probably some behind the scenes stuff. You're going to see a good chunk of that on the free side of my channel, but you're also going to see some really cool stuff on the member side. So another benefit to becoming a member is you get to see that extra stuff. I'm bringing my feathery clubs, my gutty clubs, and my modern hickories with. I'm going to try to build some economic short sets of all of those to bring, so I'm not bringing a ton of clubs with. But that's all to say that there's going to be some pretty interesting videos that Andy and I are going to be able to shoot together on some of the courses we're playing, and using some pretty interesting equipment. And you'll want to make sure that you get to see all that by being a member. Then, just philosophically, I want to close by saying that what I'm hoping will happen with the membership and the opportunities that the Scottish trip might open for me is that I can grow this community even bigger and better than it already is. If you watched the latest Meet the Hickory Hacker video that I just posted earlier this week, it's basically my teaser that kind of gives you an introduction to who I am if you're new to the channel. When I was putting that video together, I came across a ton of great pictures of me and the people that I've met and played with over the last year, and I realized that that really is what this channel is all about. I mean, certainly there's fun things to learn about the golf courses I play and the equipment that I use and how to repair these clubs and things like that. But when you get involved with Hickory Golf, what you're really doing is becoming part of a growing community of like-minded individuals who really appreciate golf history. And that's what I remember over the last year. I mean, so many of my great, course vlog photos are of me standing with the person I was playing with. And I was excited to be able to kind of just string those together in that teaser video. And that's all to say that what I'm trying to do here is build a community, and I want you to be a part of that. And the membership aspect to being a part of that community is kind of a two-way street of incentivization. And by that, I mean, you're putting money into the channel because you want to see even more of what you enjoy, and even bigger and better of what you enjoy. And you'll be able to help fund me do that by becoming a member. The incentive then for me, by you investing in my channel, I'm even more incentivized to get out there and be ambitious and to find new ways to entertain you and educate you and all that. And it's a kind of, incentivization that doesn't happen as much when it's just one person putting out what they're interested in and then other people kind of find it. I really want to try to build a relationship with each of you. Not just financially, but also, having you involved in some of the live Zoom calls and live streams that I want to do for members, where we just get together and talk about Hickory Golf, and you bring your clubs together, or bring your clubs to those Zoom calls, and if you've got questions about them, maybe we can pool together our resources and figure out an answer. That's really what I want to get out of this channel going forward. I love making the videos. But I really want to try to continue to be a bridge builder. I mean, I'm aware of people who have met through my comment section, people who have been introduced to one another through course vlogs that I've filmed with them, who are friends now, and they play golf together. And I mean, that's awesome. I really enjoy being that bridge builder and that conduit for those kinds of interactions. And I'm confident that I can do even more of that in even grander scale going forward through this membership initiative. So that's me on bended knee, asking with hat in hand for your money. Even if after all that you just want to be a regular free subscriber to the channel, I welcome you, obviously, and I appreciate your support in whatever fashion it may come in, whether it be a like, a comment, a share, subscribe, or this new channel membership. So I think I'll leave it at that. We'll be back next week with regular programming. But thanks again, everybody. I really appreciate doing this, and appreciate that you appreciate it. So we'll talk to you next time. Thanks.